Hello, I'm Dr. Brendan Redette, and I want to welcome you to a meditative moment. The goal of this mindfulness meditation is to introduce you to the meditative state of full presence. First, take a few deep breaths and begin to relax. Gently bring yourself into the present moment. Take a few moments and check in with your body. Relax and release any obvious places of tension, and allow your breath to naturally deepen. No matter what else is going on in your life, notice how easy it is to breathe and how good it feels. Isn't it interesting to realize that our breath can be experienced as both a voluntary and involuntary action? Simply allow your breath to move in and out on its own. Notice how both the in-breath and the out-breath happen naturally and spontaneously in their own time and rhythm. For the remainder of this exercise, leave your breathing absolutely free of any attempts to control or direct it. Now bring your focus to the brief pause between each breath. Just begin to notice that brief space, that brief natural pause before every inhalation and exhalation. Take a few moments now and notice this space out of which each breath arises. Keep paying attention to your breath and noticing this space as I introduce this meditation. The goal of this guided meditation is to give you a taste of the meditative state of full presence. This state is available at all times and in all situations, but it takes practice to remember to access this important perspective and inner resource. The scope of our awareness of the present moment is typically quite limited. The state of full presence requires that we broaden our awareness to include every naturally occurring event that we are spontaneously experiencing right now. As we have seen in earlier meditative exercises, paying attention is an activity in its own right, and it takes all of our attention to remain fully present. We typically think of paying attention as a passive process that is not really under our control. But for the purpose of meditation, paying attention becomes a more active process of direct and intentional awareness of whatever is naturally occurring in this very moment. Now let's begin by gently shifting your attention from your breath to whatever is happening right now in this moment. Allow all your senses to be wide open, and allow your mind to be relaxed and receptive. Ask yourself again, what am I experiencing right now? As we move through this meditation and you find yourself thinking about your experience rather than being your experience, gently notice that you have slipped from direct experience into the thinking mind, and return your full attention to whatever is actually happening now. As you begin to unwind and relax more deeply into the moment, both physically and mentally, simply let your attention come to rest on whatever you are experiencing. What is happening inside you right now? What is asking for your attention? What stands out the most? Take a few minutes and just be with whatever you are aware of in this moment. Don't try to change your experience in any way. Just keep reminding yourself that you don't have to do anything at all about whatever is arising. Each experience will eventually take care of itself if you are willing to allow it to be completely and fully whatever it is. This ability to consciously observe your experience of the moment with full awareness, but without offering any interference of any kind, is the basic skill of mindfulness. For the next few minutes, just continue to be aware of whatever is arising in the present moment, event by event by event, and allow each of them the space to be exactly as they are. Simply say yes to every arising experience until it moves through your awareness, like clouds passing through the sky in front of the sun. As you settle into this position of wakefulness and vigilance, you will discover that some of the events that pass through awareness contain great insight or depth of meaning. Others are superficial or even irrational reactions. Some give us important information, while others just make us laugh. Simply see each for exactly what it is. If you notice that you have gotten distracted or lost in thought, Then simply look again to see whatever is actually happening in the present moment. It could be that nothing is happening. If nothing is happening, then just observe this nothing and let it be as it is. More than likely, it won't be too long before some inner or outer event will attract your attention. When this happens, simply witness whatever arises and allow it to be as it is. The goal is to allow life to flow freely through you. As you allow each moment to be as it is, what do you notice? What are you aware of happening in the open expanse of your awareness? You might notice a thought, an emotion, a physical sensation, or some other type of bodily felt sense. Whatever you notice, just allow it its own space and time to be exactly whatever it is. You will eventually discover that when held with spaciousness and equanimity, thought tends to transform into insight. Emotions transform into depth of heart. And bodily senses often become important vehicles of self-expression. Continue to allow whatever is in your awareness right now to be exactly as it is. For this period of time, I want you to suspend your need to fix things or take control, and just trust your spontaneous experience of the moment itself. Connecting with the flow of life as it is in the present moment is a deeply beautiful and meaningful experience. Even when the present moment contains suffering or pain, experiencing what is at this level of truth is a gift of self, and as such is deeply and uniquely meaningful to you. Notice the irony that only by letting go and allowing what is to be as it is can we truly discover ourselves. Take as long as you'd like simply noticing the changing flow of sensations, sounds, thoughts, sights, feelings, and overall sense of aliveness. As you relax more and more and become more accepting of whatever is happening in your awareness, can you begin to sense a field of presence or a silent witness behind all passing experiences? This is a glimpse of the dimension of presence, the goal of meditative practice. It feels like a clear presence or a peaceful and open space in which life unfolds with relative effortlessness and ease. Simply continue to rest in this open space of awareness, continuing to allow the feelings and sensations of life to flow freely through you. What do you notice about this field of silent presence? Notice that no matter what happens in this open space of presence, the field of awareness itself remains untouched. Moving deeper, can you begin to sense your fundamental identity with this field of presence? Notice that this awareness is a part of yourself that is always here and always the same, no matter what is happening within it. As everything is allowed to be as it is, and as this moment's experience is trusted to manifest as it will, we gradually relax many levels of our being, and our awareness eventually and naturally comes to settle in our own heart and center. There is a deep peace that comes from allowing everything to be exactly as it is. It is a sense of solid centeredness and inherent strength. And because nothing is resisted, there is a perfect responsiveness to whatever demands exist in the present moment. In this way, the meditative state gives us access to our own inner wisdom and awakens our own depth of heart. And in time, as our ability to stay present develops through our meditative practice, our lives naturally come to revolve more and more closely around this center and source. As we begin to bring this meditation to a close, notice that this openness and peace can be brought with you as you approach the rest of your day and deal with the inevitable challenges it brings. If you stay true to your center and keep mental distractions to a minimum, your meditation practice has the potential to greatly improve the quality of your life. Take some time every day to practice being present, and over time, it will become a habit in its own right. Living in the moment is a deeply enriching experience and can help us build a life of depth, beauty, and truth. Mindfulness is a practice that helps us develop this ability. And if you are interested in learning more about it, we invite you to consider our online course at meditativemoment.org. I'm Dr. Brendan Redette, and I hope you have enjoyed this meditative moment.